The capitalist system is a vicious system. The viciousness of the system is to be found in the fact that those who labor do not enjoy the fruits of their labor. Africans all over the world, Africans living in America, they know the vicious, instinctive nature of the capitalist system. They know it almost instinctively. Under this system, they were put in its most vicious form, slavery. They can see its vicious value, its vicious nature before anyone else. The slave. Who had to weed the cotton? The slave. Who had to pick the cotton? The slave. Who had to chop the cotton? The slave. Who had to bale the cotton? The slave. Who had to take the cotton to the port and ship the cotton was the same slave who saw the master reap all the profits, and all this slave got was a whoop on top his back. The viciousness of the nature is too blatant. Sometimes one wonders, how is it that the American society, being as technologically capable as it is, able to do so much good, can keep its people so confused? The people all over the world hate the American people. They hate you. And what is pathetic about it is that you don't even know why they hate you, and you think they shouldn't be hating you. But if you examine it, they have every reason to be hating you because you are irresponsible to humanity. Look at the people in Iran. The guns that are used against those people are paid for with your tax dollars. The guns that are used to oppress these people, impose a Shah, is paid for with your tax dollars. Your tax dollars is helping to crush humanity. I say you must take some responsibility. Everything in the world relates to everything else. Everything is interconnected to everything else. You're students. You have a responsibility. You are students and you have a responsibility to see the truth and advocate the truth and not be afraid of it. That's the least we can ask you to do. After all, you come to seek knowledge. Or for what purposes do you come to seek knowledge? So you too can learn how to better exploit the poor? You don't have to come to college for that. You can be ruthless easily. Of course. Of course. Of course, they might just teach you in college how to make it appear as if you're not ruthless. Oh, they can do it. Some people are talking about Mr. Rockefeller. They say he's a philanthropist. I know him to be a pig, a thief, a plunderer, and a rapist. They can confuse you if you're not careful. As a young man brought up in the West Indies, in the Caribbean where I was born, I was told that Cecil Rhodes was a philanthropist. Yes. He even gives Rhodes a scholarship. Yes, they even told me, if you're good, you too can get one. Yes. I say if you're not careful, they will confuse you. We have to struggle. The struggle which we have to wage is a struggle as old as man himself. The struggle is for man to come and to be in complete control of all the forces that affect his life, and to use these forces and the knowledge he has to be able to control these forces for the good of humanity. We have a struggle to wage. Let it be crystal clear. The grounds upon which we wage the struggle, the causes for which we wage the struggle, the objectives for which we fight, the principles by which we adhere to. We say we want to come, get man and woman, come together, use your creative energies, understand the forces that control life, come to use these forces, master these forces, continually try to master these forces, master them always for the good of humanity against injustice, at all times, under all conditions, uncompromisingly so. This is what we mean by a conscious man and a conscious woman. America needs conscious men and conscious women. The capitalist system does everything possible to confuse the people. It will take history and, oh, look at what it does with history. It will confuse you. You see, the job of the system is to demobilize you. That is its job. Its job is to undermine your will. Its job is to make you think that even though you see bad everywhere, even though you see corruption everywhere, there's nothing you can do about it. After all, you're only one person, and you ain't no great man, and the best thing you can do is hope that they leave you alone. Maybe you can go get a farm, a big farm in West Vermont somewhere, snowed in, where nobody will touch you. No, you must struggle. If you're struggling for justice, you can never lose, even if they kill you. Wake up. Wake up. Once you're struggling for justice, you can never be defeated. The only way you can be defeated is if you surrender. End of discussion. There can be no surrender when one struggles for justice. The capitalist system seeks to demobilize you using every possible thing in its hand to twist and confuse and demobilize you. It will use history. It will take religion and use religion to demobilize you. Look at what it does with history. Take a look at the way the American capitalist system presents history. The way history is presented as if you yourself are some passive object. It's presented as great dates that happened by and led forward always by great men. And if you're not a great man, then you can't do nothing anyway. Stupidity. History is not made by any one man or any one woman. History is only made by the masses of the people. We say we don't understand the confusion. A quick glance will show the stupidity of the concept. George Washington, be the greatest man on the face of the earth. Be he Superman. Take George Washington, put him by himself in the middle of the Delaware River. Surround him with the British troops. He can't do nothing. Nothing. Take George Washington out of the Delaware. Put the people in the Delaware, determined, enthusiastic about their cause. No force on earth will stop them. It is the people and the people alone who make history, not any one great individual. Once you begin clearly to see this concept and to understand this concept, then you will not only know that you can make history, you will know that you have a responsibility to make history. The system makes you irresponsible without you even being aware of it. What it does to people in general in history is so terrible. But what it does in particular relationship to the African is tragic. The African living in America is ashamed of Africa. Why? Because his history is presented to him by the enemy, bourgeois theoreticians in the pay of capitalist services. His history is written for him by those who seek to uphold and defend the backward capitalist system. Thus, when he comes even to talk about Africa, he is ashamed of Africa. Why? Like the man who hates communism, he knows nothing about it. It's the same process, you see. For us, it's a little bit tighter. It has to be. It has to be. But it's the same thing. You'll find a man the other day, I said to him, my brother, you African? I ain't no African. Blacker than me. I wasn't born in Africa. All right. If you were born on a ship, what would you be? I don't know nothing about Africa, of course. When you're born, you don't know nothing about nothing. It's only when you learn something about something that you learn something. You know about America. You didn't born learning about America.